Open Grok right now. Go ahead. Try to ask it anything. Most of you are going to see this. High demand. Try again later, or upgrade your plan. For a week now, people have been locked out of Elon Musk's AI. Paid users, free users, everyone. And here's the part that makes no sense. Elon Musk has more money than basically anyone alive. XAI is worth $250 billion. He owns the biggest supercomputer on planet Earth. It has over 200,000 GPUs. So why can't his AI handle a Tuesday? I'll tell you why. And the answer is way worse than the servers are busy. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why Grok is dying. And it's not what Elon is telling you. If you want more breakdowns like this one, drop a like and hit subscribe. It actually helps the channel a lot. Let's get into it. So, here's the official story. Grok is so popular that the servers can't keep up. Too many users, not enough power. That's why you're seeing high demand. Sounds reasonable, right? Except go check the official XAI status page. It says everything is fully operational. Green lights everywhere, no outages, no problems. So which is it? Is Grok overloaded? Or is Grok working perfectly? The truth is, neither. What's actually happening is XAI quietly rolled out a new paywall called SuperGrok. $10 a month for the basic plan, $30 for standard, $300 a month for the heavy version, and suddenly, right after that paywall went live, regular users started getting blocked. So the high demand message? A lot of people are saying it's just a polite way of telling you to pay up. Even people on X Premium are getting locked out, pay us more, or get out of line. But that's only the first crack in this story. The bigger one is what's happening behind the scenes. Now picture this. You start a company, you hire 11 of the smartest AI researchers on planet Earth. People from Google DeepMind, OpenAI, Microsoft. One of them, Jimmy Barr, literally co-wrote one of the most cited research papers in AI history. We're talking 95,000 citations. That paper is part of why ChatGPT even works. You give these people billions of dollars. You give them the world's biggest supercomputer. You give them a $250 billion company. And then, one by one, every single one of them quits. Every single one. Tony Wu, who led the reasoning team. Gone in February. Jimmy Barr quit 24 hours later. Igor Babuschkin, the chief engineer who came from Google DeepMind, gone. He started his own venture firm instead. Manuel Kreuss and Ross Nordin, the last two holdouts, walked out at the end of March. That's it. Every co-founder Elon Musk recruited to build XAI is gone, plus more than 80 other researchers and engineers on top of that. Now stop and think about that for a second. These aren't junior staff. These are some of the most expensive humans on planet Earth. Meta is offering $300 million pay packages just to keep people like this. One engineer recently got a $1.5 billion deal to switch teams. So, where did all of Elon's people go? Meta, OpenAI, Anthropic. Some of them started their own companies with the money they made. They walked away from one of the richest AI labs in the world to go build somewhere else. That should tell you everything. Quick question, and I really want to know your answer. Drop it in the comments. If your boss owned the world's biggest supercomputer, paid you millions, and gave you total freedom, what would make you quit? Because something at XAI made every single founder say no thank you. And here's the part that should end the conversation. On March 13th, Elon Musk himself, the guy who calls Grok the smartest AI in the world, went on X and admitted it. He said XAI's coding tools do not work. He said the company was not built right. He said the whole thing needed to be rebuilt from the ground up. The owner of the company said the product doesn't work. And this isn't even new for Elon. The exact same thing happened at Twitter. He bought it, fired most of the senior team, and watched the whole thing crumble. It's happening at Tesla too. Senior engineers leaving year after year. The pattern is always the same. Brilliant people show up, work for a while, and then run for the exit. Money can buy a supercomputer. Money cannot buy the people who know how to make it think. So, is Grok actually dead? Maybe not today. But here is the truth. The high demand message you're seeing isn't a technical problem, it's a symptom. The company that built Grok lost the people who knew how to build Grok. And no amount of GPUs, no amount of dollars, no amount of tweets from Elon is going to fix that overnight. That is why Grok keeps falling over. That is why competitors keep pulling ahead. And that is why this $250 billion AI is starting to feel less like the future and more like a really expensive ghost town. So tell me what you think. Is Grok actually dead? Can Elon turn this around? Or is this the beginning of the end? Let me know down in the comments. I read every single one. If this video gave you something to think about, smash that like button. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. We break down the biggest stories in AI and tech every week. No fluff, no nonsense. I'll catch you in the next one.